Should we start, Ananya?
Sure, ma'am. I think we have good number of people. We have 60 people already.
Okay, great. So we'll just continue maybe one or two more myths and facts, then we can move on to just understanding a little bit of, how to enhance our psychological well-being as women. And this is not just as women, even anybody who's a male here can also use the same things. Or if you're non-binary, that's all fine. Okay, the next statement is vaginal discharge is always a bad sign that needs to be checked. Vaginal discharge is a bad sign that needs to be checked. Again, I'm so glad that so many of us are recognizing that this is a myth, because vaginal discharge is very normal. It's very normal. Everybody will have vaginal discharge at some point. Again, it has a function. It acts as a lubricant, a natural lubricant. It helps flush out all the toxins because the vagina is self-cleansing. We'll sometimes see these ads for products that you can use, these whitening, bleaching products and all that. You'll see that anything that like darkened skin or you're expected essentially that your vulva and vagina, they should smell like a bed of roses, and it should be all completely hairless, and there should be no discharge. All of that is a myth. That's the media depiction of it. It doesn't really have to look like that, right? It's all very normal to have discharge. It's very normal to have darkened skin down there. It's very normal to have an odor. If you think that this is unusual, then you can get it checked. You can talk to a gynecologist and get it checked. But please don't fall for these, what do you call it, ploys almost by all of these marketing capitalistic companies that want you to buy their products. They'll make you feel like there's something wrong with you and you need to buy this, right? These this whitening products, these tightening products, please, all of that is, whatever it is, it's natural, right? So we need to perhaps just accept. And I know that it's very difficult to do that when constantly the message being given is that ye nahi hai normal, ye natural nahi hai. But perhaps we need to talk about this more, and that will help us recognize that this is all natural, it's all beautiful. Okay, last one. Let's do one last one. Uh, mental health is only an individual's responsibility. Mental health सिर्फ एक individual की responsibility होती है. For anybody who's saying it's a myth, would you like to support why you think it's a myth, that it's not just an individual responsibility?
It's not an individual's responsibility because suppose a person is suffering from mental disorder in my home, so it will affect me also. It will generally affect me because I will be in stress to see him or her suffer.
Absolutely.
That's why it's not someone's responsibility that he's suffering or she is suffering from it, basically.
Yeah. And also the impact of it, like you said, it's on everybody around me. Another thing is because there are so many larger systems now, like I told you, sexism, patriarchy, all of these systems will also impact an individual. For instance, capitalism will convince you all कि जो भी आप कर रहे हो वो enough नहीं है. It'll make you feel like अभी हमने one webinar organize किया, हमें 5 जैसे और कर रहे हैं क्योंकि बाकी लोग तो कितना कुछ कर रहे हैं. It'll always make you feel like there's more to do, there's so much more to do, so much more. It'll tell me that no, you're not taking enough clients. See more clients, make more money. So all of those are also pressures of larger systems that happen. So we need to acknowledge that it's not just an individual thing, it's also a very systemic thing. For example, something like menstruation also, na? It's not just an individual thing, it's a systemic problem because हमारे कंट्री में कितने लोग होंगे जिनके पास एक्सेस भी नहीं होता है टू प्रोडक्ट्स दैट दे रिक्वायर. It's a need, right? You need those products for menstruation. So many people might not have the resources to be able to access those products. And same thing, when I talk about mental health, so many people might come from places जहाँ पे mental health के बारे में बात करेंगे तो उनको लोग, they will label them, they'll call them crazy or they'll call them mad. So a lot of us, we need to recognize that there are a lot of problems in society. lots of systemic issues that we need to change. Therefore, it's not just an individual's responsibility. And definitely, like Disha is saying in the chat box, social support be required hota hai. We need social support. You know, we are human beings. We need support from other people, which is why I think support groups, therapy, group therapy, that those are all such great options that we can always access. Moving to the last part, then maybe we'll take questions after that if that's okay. But just last part, I want to talk to you a little bit about self care, tips for physical, psychological, mental well being, essentially. And I'm going to talk about something very basic. You know, I know that there's so much mental health awareness now. So you will read about a lot of different concepts like setting boundaries, जो वैसे भी for women बहुत difficult होता है करना. मतलब women are expected to just say yes to everything. They're not expected to be very assertive. They're expected to go along with everyone, to be adjusting. You know, sacrifice is glorified. अगर कोई sacrifice कर रहा है तो हमें लगता है वाओ कितनी अच्छी वुमेन है, सैक्रिफाइस कर रही है. मदर्स डे पे आप देखोगे कितने मैसेजेस होते हैं ना ऐसे कि मम्मी हैज सैक्रिफाइस सो मच फॉर मी, and that's not necessarily a good thing that your mummy had to sacrifice for you, right? So that's just one thing. You'll see a lot about boundaries and stuff on social media, which is very important. We need to talk about boundaries. We need to be able to prioritize our self-care. We need to be able to set boundaries with people. We need to be able to say yes to the things we want to say yes to and no to the things we want to say no to. That's very important. That's a very important part of mental health. But I also want to talk about some basics of self-care, which all of us can just practice right now. You know, मेंटल हेल्थ ऐसा नहीं होता कि अगर मेंटल डिसऑर्डर है तो हम सबकी मेंटल हेल्थ बहुत अच्छी है. इट्स पॉसिबल कि एक दिन आई डोंट फील लाइक डूइंग एनीथिंग, द नेक्स्ट डे आई एम फीलिंग ओके, उसके अगले दिन अगेन आई डोंट फील लाइक डूइंग एनीथिंग. मेंटल हेल्थ एग्जिस्ट ऑन अ कंटिन्यूम, ऑन अ स्पेक्ट्रम. ये नहीं है कि सिर्फ अगर डिसऑर्डर नहीं है तो सब अच्छा है, सब बढ़िया है, राइट? इट्स अ कंटिन्यूम. सो one day I might be thriving, I'm very happy, the next day I'm just surviving, I don't feel like getting out of bed. So I think we'll talk about some things that you can use to understand basics of self-care, which we'll practice. I just want you all to focus on your breathing. Maybe just we'll take 1 minute and focus on your breath. Just notice where you're feeling the breath. आपको कहाँ पे breath feel हो रहा है? आपको nose में हो रहा है, throat में हो रहा है, chest में हो रहा है, stomach में हो रहा है? Just notice the breathing. Maybe take a minute and just breathe in and breathe out. If you feel comfortable, you can also close your eyes. You can maybe drop in the chat box where you're feeling your breath, where you're noticing the breath coming up. Okay. There's somebody noticing their breathing in the chest. A lot of people are noticing the breathing in their chest. For everybody who's noticing it up yahan pe, what we can try doing is just deepen our breath a little bit. When I say deepen it, I mean just try to take a deep breath in जो आपके stomach तक जाए और आपका stomach पूरा it'll kind of, you know, swell up like a balloon, then hold and exhale. Your stomach will go back in and you can exhale from the mouth. Very, very deep breathing basically. Let's try to deepen our breath. Let's just try maybe for a minute to deepen our breath, to take the air into the belly and exhale. Let's do it one more time. Let's breathe in. Let's breathe out. Okay. That's just one part. Now I want you all to notice, maybe close your eyes and notice if there are any points of tension in your body. I noticed that when I joined this webinar, I was nervous and I was excited and my stomach was feeling all sorts of tension. So I want you all to notice if there is any tension that any body part is feeling, any body part. And if it is, I want you to breathe into that tension. Just take your breath and breathe into that tension. So it's possible that your jaws are feeling tight, unclench your jaw. It's possible that your shoulders are feeling tight. Just give yourself a little massage and drop your shoulders. It's possible that your forehead is feeling very, very wrinkled and tight. Just smoothen it out. But just notice अगर कोई भी body part पे tension लग रहा है, उसको just take a minute to ease it out. These are really small things. You know, when we think about mental health, sometimes these small things can actually have a very big impact. For instance, the next thing I want to ask is, anybody who's not feeling too good right now, have you all had a glass of water since morning? Have you all hydrated yourself? Have you all had enough water? If not, make it a point to go after the webinar, or even now if you want to, and take 1 or 2 mindful sips of water.
I think it's certainly important. I'll have entire bottle. I have it here. Let's all have water and stay hydrated. Really important.
And if you feel like you're hydrated but not enough, that's a sign that maybe you need to offer more water to your body. Same thing about hunger, right? Take a minute to notice, what does your stomach feel right now? Is it feeling full? Is it feeling hungry? Is it feeling like you need to access food right now? Maybe then after the webinar, go make yourself some coffee, tea, a snack. Next question I want to ask you all is, especially if somebody is not feeling too good, have you all slept well? Have you all had restful sleep at night? Were you all up watching Netflix, Prime, Hotstar? Did you sleep on time? Did you sleep too much? You missed your alarm. You felt aaj to utna hi nahi hai jaldi. Because the thing is, oversleeping, we might feel like it gives us energy, but sometimes oversleeping makes us more lethargic. If you're feeling really tired, maybe set a timer for 20 minutes and take a nap after this. If you're feeling very, very overslept and lazy, maybe get up and stretch your body. Just some simple stretches in your body. We need to sometimes access some basic energy to stretch our body. So maybe we can do that. Just some sort of stretching, whatever your body allows. It can be as basic as looking up, looking down, looking left, looking right. Maybe if you're feeling very lethargic, after this, you can go and wash your face with water, because that also really helps. Any sort of stimulus that comes ekdam se, it can sometimes help wake your nervous system up. So maybe washing your face with water. Sometimes if you're feeling really, really anxious, what can help is taking, like, sucking on a lemon, or sucking on ice, or inhaling your favorite perfume or your favorite body wash. Just taking a deep breath of that, it can actually calm your system down because it feels familiar. Next thing you can ask yourself is, what has been my social media consumption today? Because for some people, social media is very helpful. So it's not like it's all bad, but for some people, it's not mindful. हम scroll करते जा रहे हैं, करते जा रहे हैं, करते जा रहे हैं. We're trying to distract ourselves. We're trying to avoid feeling our feelings. We're trying to avoid our thoughts. So you can just ask yourself, how has my social media consumption been? Am I feeling disconnected from people? Then I can actually go to social media and comment on a few people's photos, say nice things to them. If I feel like ज़्यादा ही consume कर लिया आज, तो मैं decide कर सकती हूँ कि अगले 3 घंटे तक मैं social media use ही नहीं करूँगी. Right? So ask yourself about your social media consumption. And the last thing you can ask is, what am I feeling about my social support? Because like someone else said earlier, social support is so important, right? If you feel like you haven't had a chance to speak to a loved one right now, then maybe call them up, just even to say hi. Maybe drop them a text. And if you feel like, unfortunately, right now, nobody is coming to your mind, can you talk to yourself like that? Can you say those things that you're wanting to hear from someone to yourself? Can you talk to yourself, and can you be your loved one for today, if it's not possible to find one outside of yourself? And I know that, this might seem very basic, but sometimes the best kind of self-care is when you stick to these basics. So the next time you're having a bad mental health day, just ask yourself these questions. Can I unclench my body? Can I release some tension? Can I breathe? Can I wash my face? If I don't feel like taking a shower today, can I just change my clothes? If I don't feel like brushing my teeth, can I just go and use a mouthwash? If I feeling very low on energy, can I just get up and do some simple stretches? Can I take a nap? Can I, reach out to a friend or a close one? Can I eat? Will eating help? Can I have a cup of coffee? Will that help? So I think sometimes what we need is just these little things, these basics. Apart from this, a lot more. I wish it was this easy. And अगर हम ऐसा करेंगे तो कभी bad mental health day नहीं होगा, लेकिन हमेशा ऐसा नहीं होता है. So what we can do as a starting step is just begin and try these things to build awareness of our bodies. You know, the more we sit with our bodies, the more our bodies will tell us what they need. So it's a very intuitive process. I think that's what I wanted to talk to you all about. But I would love to hear any questions, any thoughts, any specific things coming up to you. I know we've spoken so much about so many different things, but anything coming to your mind, I would love to answer or hear from you.
We'll really appreciate if you ask questions and give feedback and comment in the chat box. But before that, I would also like to make a special mention to the Period Society Haryana. In fact, this particular session on women and mental health has been organized in collaboration with the Period Society Haryana. So I'll be sharing a few links related to that. Please do check out their pages and follow them because I think we have been talking about periods, we have been talking about women, menstruation, and all of that. So if you want to just connect with those people and know more, please feel free to do that. And we really encourage your participation. So please feel free to write your questions in the chat box. Thank you.
I'm getting some questions. One is, do women experience more anxiety issues than men? See, mental health issues will affect all genders, not just men, women, even people who are even non-binaries, even cis people, trans people. The experience of it is sometimes different. Now, again, this is not true for everyone. There are lots of individual differences, but sometimes women tend to internalize their distress. They internalize it. Men sometimes tend to externalize it. So sometimes he might not be able to tell, but a man who has anxiety and depression, he actually comes with anger issues, or he comes with gaming addiction. But when you actually talk to that person, you recognize that they are actually trying to externalize their distress. So that is a tendency. So it's not like I'd say that the proportion is more, but perhaps one is that socialization. You know, men are anyway told to not talk about their issues. Patriarchy tells them, "Ki, be a man, yaar. Stop crying like a girl." And I think all of that is so stigmatizing because it then reinforces the message that men should not talk about their feelings or emotions. There are lots of questions about overthinking and anxiety. And again, I wish there was one thing I could tell you कि ये करोगे तो कभी overthink नहीं करोगे. मतलब ऐसा होता तो मैं तो पक्का overthink नहीं करती, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं होता है. I think all of us overthink. Perhaps we can start with accepting that we are overthinking. It's a natural part of being a human being कि हमें thoughts आ रहे हैं. हम क्या कर सकते हैं? हम थोड़े thoughts से distance ला सकते हैं. हम समझ सकते हैं कि ये thoughts हमेशा सच नहीं होते हैं. Sometimes our mind will make up very random stories, very random thoughts. Those thoughts might not always be true, and very often, even if they are true, they're not helpful or kind thoughts. So if you notice thoughts that come up that are not helpful and kind, separate yourself from the thought. Instead of saying, I am not good enough, say, I notice कि मुझे thought आ रहा है कि मैं good enough नहीं. Instead of saying that nobody loves me, say that I notice I'm having a thought that maybe nobody loves me. The minute you get some distance now, what we're trying to do is not change our thoughts, but change our relationship to our thoughts. Right now, we get so distressed by the thoughts, we can just change our relationship with our thoughts, maybe. How can you control your anger issues? You know, if I was to put a gun to your head, anybody's head, and tell you, don't be anxious. Anxious mat hona. Do you think you'd be able to stop being anxious? Perhaps आप ज़्यादा anxious हो रहोगे, मुझे anxious नहीं होना है. अरे बाप रे, अब तो और anxiety हो रही है कि anxious नहीं होना है. It's not that simple. I feel like all our emotions are messengers. What we can do is we can accept the anger and we can respond to the anger differently. मतलब लोग गुस्से में चीजें फेंक भी सकते हैं, लेकिन लोग गुस्से में बैठ के कामली बात भी कर सकते हैं. तो I don't think anger is the problem. I think the stories है हमारी anger के around वो problem है. So I would just tell you, maybe take a minute to notice how the anger feels in your body. So separate the anger from the action. So if your anger issues are yelling, then we try to stop the yelling, but we still feel the anger. We just stop the reaction to the anger. There are lots of questions coming up. I don't want to leave anything out, but if you're having a sleep problem, then maybe building, again, I'm going to answer these very quickly. Okay, mental health doesn't work like that. I want to give you a disclaimer कि ऐसा नहीं होता है कि एक आंसर से सब ठीक हो जाता है. दिस इज जस्ट स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट्स फॉर रिफ्लेक्शन दैट आई वांट टू शेयर विद यू ऑल. अगर आपकी स्लीप में प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, जस्ट मे बी build some sleep hygiene, like maybe the environment that you are in before you fall asleep. Maybe are you using too much social media or too much technology before sleeping? Is the temperature a problem? Is it, are you getting some thoughts that's happening? Are you not, are you sleeping later than usual? Just basically check, just sit with and kind of think about your sleep routine and try to build a more soothing nighttime routine and a morning routine. Maybe that would help. If you want to help somebody who has a mental health condition or has a mental health distress, maybe what we can do is we can begin to hold space for them. We can begin to listen to them, listen to understand them, not to fix them, because they are not broken, so we don't need to fix them. But what we can do is we can begin to talk to them, we can begin to understand their experience, we can begin to empathize with them. कभी कभी हम जब बातें सुनते हैं लोगों की, हम इस इंटेंशन से सुनते हैं कि हम इसको रिस्पॉन्ड करें, इसको अब मैं क्या बोलूं, अब मैं क्या कैसे रिस्पॉन्ड करूं. Let go of that need to respond, just listen to them to understand them. Maybe that would be helpful, being able to hold space for that person, without feeling the need to fix them.
Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am.
Yeah.
I see that the chat box is actually bombarded with a lot of texts and questions. So what we could do is we won't spill over time like much. So we would surely take up all the questions that are related to women and mental health, because we have designed the entire Re-Evolve 2021, in which we'll be talking about spirituality, youth, resilience, and all of that. So it would be great if you hold on to your questions, and we'll come up with more surprises in the following weeks. So please, if you have anything related to menstruation, women, hormones, please go and ask. I think we will save time that way, and your questions will be resolved. Thank you.
But you're asking about during menstruation periods, they're not allowed to go to temples. Is it correct? And I'd say that again, that comes from this myth, right? That somebody who has, and again, I don't mean to hurt anybody's sentiments here, but perhaps that comes from this belief that maybe women are impure or dirty, or period is impure or dirty. So I'd say if you were to break that stigma, perhaps that would change. I've heard even things like achar ko mat chuna, achar kharab ho jayega. And there are all sorts of things which we can recognize that there is no scientific evidence for that. I mean, I don't think that science has ever shown that there's a woman on her period who's touched the achar and the achar has gotten spoiled. Any other questions about mental health and women specifically? Because like Ananya said, I think you have sessions after this in the coming days where you all will have a chance to ask all of your other questions about mental health. That's very sweet. I'm reading so many sweet comments on the chat box.
We have great feedback. In fact, I also enjoyed the session a lot, but I don't wish to end the session now. So if you have more questions, I would like to give my conclusive remarks after 5 to 10 minutes. So please continue. If you have any questions, bring them up. And we are loving the feedback that we are getting. Thanks a lot for that.
Someone is asking about mood swings during periods. And again, that's very, that could be one of the psychological symptoms of PMS, which starts about 7 to 10 days before. What can help is just, it's a very holistic approach we need to take. It needs to be, we need to maybe, again, the basics that we spoke about, make sure we're doing all of that. We can talk to people, we can seek support, we can tell people that we are feeling this way. We can track also. Sometimes tracking your moods before your period can also be really helpful to keep a track of what's happening. So maybe do that. But in general, I think talking to another person, somebody who's able to hold space for your mood, that would be helpful. Alongside, of course, lifestyle changes like exercising, mindful eating. Very often people emotionally eat before their periods. So instead of emotional eating, if you could mindfully eat, that could be helpful. Thank you everyone for such amazing comments and for such lovely feedback. It's been very fun interacting with all of you.
So ma'am, may I take over if you allow me?
Yeah, please
Sure.
go ahead.
So first of all, thanks a lot, everyone. We reached 95 in the mid of the session. We had 95 people joining us. So thanks a lot for taking up time for this. And it's not the number that like 95 people has joined us. It's that 95 people want to become aware. They're interested in talking about this topic. They want to break the taboo and the stigma. So thanks a lot for that. And thanks a lot for the active participation. But I think it would be incomplete if I don't thank Nyamat ma'am for her precious time. And I think I enjoyed the session. Honestly, I did not get to know where the 1 hour went. I think it just flew because I was so much engrossed. I was going with the flow. It was so realistic. I think nothing was superficial. The points we talked about, how we have taboo related to it, the myths and the facts. I think it was very informative and resourceful. And I totally agree with your point where you said that a lot of things come from the media and the world that is so unreal. Bollywood shows us so many things that we build upon that's true. I think being aware and resilient youth, we would be able to differentiate between what is right and wrong. So thanks a lot again, everyone, for joining us. We won't like to spill over time. We respect your precious time. And we have shared a lot of links in the chat box. Go and follow Let's Talk _psychotherapy by Ms. Nyama Chadda. You can also find more details about Re-Evolve 2021, the entire 8 sessions related to mental health on our Instagram and Facebook pages. Stay tuned because if you want to earn certificate, you'll have to attend 2 or more sessions. And we are having many sessions about youth, adults, special session on in Hindi on 9th July. So stay tuned. Thanks a lot for your time. And ma'am, do you have any end remarks?
No, I just want to thank you, Ananya, and the NGO Sarthi, and also the Peerage Society Haryana for doing such wonderful work at such an early age. I mean, it's so fascinating to see so many of you working so hard to dispel all of these myths, to organize these events. It's very inspiring for me. So thanks so much for holding this, for taking on this initiative, and also for inviting me to be a part of it.
Complete honor, ma'am. Thanks for joining us. So I think that's that. And also just check out the chat box once again. This is the schedule for the next 7 days. Bring on your friends, your family, and make sure that when you get out of Re-Evolve 2021 on July 12th, you're resilient and happy and aware people. So I think that's that. Have a great day. And let's all try to bring a few things that ma'am told us today in our lifestyle. I'll surely try, concentrating more on my breath when I feel anxious. Actually, I also felt very nervous when I just joined this session. I was like, what's going to happen? Now many people will join us. What will be the response? But I think all got well as we just went with the flow. So as an ending note, thanks a lot and stay happy, stay cheerful. Thanks a lot for joining.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Have a nice rest of the day.
And if you want to have a photograph, we could have a photograph quickly. If you all could just switch on your cameras. We have still 81 people in the meeting. Just switch on your cameras, do any action, just tie up your hair or just do anything that you wish to. And we will be sharing it on social media. We'll be tagging you. Just a second. I'll be counting till 10 and then we'll take a screenshot. So please take your time and switch on your cameras. Wow, I see lovely people. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you. All right, I'll wait for another minute. All right. We have a lot of screens. We have 4 screens. I'm taking the screenshot of first screen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do any action, dab, thumbs up, anything.
Yeah, let's do some action. Let's make it interesting.
Yeah, maybe a heart, maybe smile, anything.
Yeah, nice.
Awesome. I think I tried to cover you all. And the best part is that we have participants from all over the world. I don't say India because I could see now we have people who have joined us from New Zealand and Australia as well. So thanks a lot for taking out time. And I don't know what time, it's midnight in Australia and still you're here. Thanks a lot for doing that. So I think I'm done with the screenshots. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye. Have a great day. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Good time.
Thanks. Bye, Ananya.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye, all.